Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Chapter 8. Atate samparetanam Svanamudakamichatam Datum Sakrishna Gangaya Puraskritya Yayustriyaha.
Sutta Goswami said, thereafter the Pandavas, desiring to deliver water to the dead relatives who had desired it, went to the Ganges with Draupadi. The ladies walked in front. Hare Krishna.
So after the children were killed by Ashwatthama, so this is the usual thing, Sampareta, it's a Peta Karya, it's called, after funeral. So that is done. Next. Teni niyodakam sarve Vilapya cha brisham manaha Apluta haripadabja Rajaputa sarijjale.
Having lamented over them and sufficiently offered Ganges water, they bathed in the Ganges, whose water is sanctified due to being mixed with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Haripada. Haripada means the feet of Hari, Lord Hari. Abja means lotus. Padabja means lotus feet. Rajaha means dust. Puta means purified. Sarit means water. Sarit means river, Ganges. Jala means water. That means what? When during Vamanavatar, when he lifted his lotus feet, his toe touched the ceiling of the universe and it made a crack and the causal water ocean came in from the top. That touched his lotus feet. And therefore it is called, that causal ocean water is called Ganges. And because it got touched by Lord's feet of the Lord, it's called the Hari Pada Abja Raja Purita Jala. So when it came down, it came with such a force that it could have destroyed the whole universe. So immediately Brahmaji took in his palms. So the water fell on his palms. So 50% force was reduced. Then the water came out. But that also was sufficient to finish the universe. Luckily then Shivji took on his head. And from there it came down. So force was sufficiently reduced. But it retained its transcendental nature because it is not the water locally manufactured. It has come from spiritual world. So therefore, for anything we use Ganges water, nothing else normally. If it is available, we should use Ganges water. It's very purifying effect it has. So that's what he said after offering Ganges water, after taking bath, whose water is sanctified due to being mixed with the dust of Hari's lotus feet. Tatra sinam kurupatim Dhritarashtram sahanujam Gandharim putra shokartam
Gandharim putra shokartam
Pritham Krishnam cha madhavaha
Tirtham Krishnam cha madhavaha.
There sat the king of the Kurus, Maharaja Yudhishthira, along with his younger brothers and Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, Kunti and Draupadi, all overwhelmed with grief. Lord Krishna was also there. Hare Krishna.
So after taking water bath, they were all sitting and Krishna was also with them. Why? Because he was related on both sides. So he was condolent messages, both accepted and say sorry for all that happened. Santvayamana munibhihi
Santayamana munibhihi
hatabandhun shucharpitan
Hatabandhun sucharpitan
bhuteshu kalasya gatim
Bhuteshu kalasya gatim
darshayanna pratikriya.
Darshayanna pratikriyam.
Citing the stringent laws of the Almighty and their reactions upon living beings, Lord Sri Krishna and the Munis began to pacify those who were shocked and affected. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So normally somebody dies, we are shocked and affected. And we know only to cry. But that is all nonsense. That we don't understand now. So you require somebody to point it out that this is nonsense, to cry. Why? Because everyone should be prepared to go. In Gita, Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu. When the child takes birth, delivery time, the man is foolishly happy, saying, oh, I become father, I become mother, I got a son, I got a son. But along with the birth of the body, the death also has taken birth. That fellow will die at some point. That child can die at 4 or 5, or it can die at 50, 70. So one should not foolishly cry. Samjha na? Because this is, unless you should know the scripture. That's why Krishna has said all this in Gita. One should not say, oh, I couldn't even imagine, I thought everything was going. It's all nonsense. It's all idiotic statements. So normally we are shocked. And then we have this bad habit. Why we are more shocked? Because whenever there is a birthday, we celebrate birthday. That reinforces ignorance further. One gentleman came to me in Bombay, Swamiji Thoda Ashirwad. I said, what for? 38 years I completed. I celebrated the birthday. And then I got some sweets for you. So, Rakho. Then I asked him, what is there to celebrate? He said, we had 38 candles. I called people. You wasted your time that time also. He was actually nervous when I was saying like this. Because this is a normal practice. He said, this is a normal practice all over. I said, you are a fool. Suppose you have been given a life of 70 years. 38th birthday means what? 38 years you have gone closer to death. Is it a day to celebrate? You are only left with 32 years. Again, that's a 50th birthday. That means what? You are left with only 20 years. Is it the day to celebrate? Think of it with common sense. He couldn't digest. I said, stop all this childish nonsense. The real birthday to be celebrated is only on the day the child takes birth. That is the only day. It is 1 day old means 1 day closer to death. First year birthday means 1 year closer to death. 5th year birthday means 5 years closer to death. If you do not understand, register this information, what happened with them 5,000 years back will happen to you also. What is that? Shocked and affected. Everybody will be shocked, everybody will be affected. Initially, when they showed Iraq dead bodies or Pakistan dead bodies, when somebody shot dead and they shot, everybody felt sorry. Then when it has become a regular news, dead bodies only became statistics. So far 4,800 killed, then with this accident, bombing incident, 4,882 so far killed, only statistics. So therefore these Shastras, we should not remain foolish, drinking and dancing. All these things we have to read. When you read, you understand the reality. Whether father, yes, father will die, mother, yes, mother also will die. Son will die, daughter will die. Latest I had a news, 87-year-old mother alive, 62-year-old son died. Isn't it? This Mataji knows. So everyone will die. You also have to die one day. So therefore, no, don't make plans here, big plans. You have to prepare for going, not plan for staying. If you plan for staying, then you are shocked and affected. If you prepare for going, you will pleasantly with smile you go. That is your success. Why is that? Santvaya Masa Munibihi. Krishna, along with Vyasadeva, etc., he tried to pacify them, saying, Yatha Kridopaskarana Samyoga Vigama Viha Kridituhu Ichaya Syatam Tateva Isha Ichaya Nranam. You know, the child plays in a room with so many toys, 30, 40 toys, and brings those toys together and sometimes throw them out, throw them away. So the toys coming together and going away, it depends upon what? The mood of the child. Similarly, people coming in one family and going away, it depends upon the mood of God. He told them. God himself was telling them. Isha Ichaya. By the desire of the Lord, somebody comes as father, mother, brother, husband, wife, son, daughter, and when time comes, father, mother, brother, wife, husband, son, daughter, go away. And you have to again come. So therefore, this is called Kalasya Gatim. Bhuteshu Kalasya Gatim. And Gita itself, Krishna says, Kalaha Sarva Haraschaham. I take away everything in terms of time. Nobody can possess anything permanently here. He will take away everything as a time factor. So we should not foolishly claim this is my property, this is my building, this is my land. Sarvaharashaham, he can take everything away. Therefore, he has got perfect coordination. Antaha Purusha Rupena. Inside, he is situated as Super Soul. Kala Rupena Bahihi. Outside, he is situated as time factor. In this way, Samanveti, he coordinates. Therefore, nobody is free to do anything here. It's only illusion. Therefore, he was trying to tell them, and Darshayan Apratikriyam. Apratikriya, there is no effective counteraction. If you are diseased, there is some temporary counteraction. You go to your doctor. Temporary. If some problem comes, you go to an intelligent man, solve that problem. Temporarily. There is some counteraction. For death, there is no contraction. You have to go. So therefore he made them understand there is no sense. Apratikriya means counteraction. Kalasya gati means the movement of time. Sadhayitva jata shatro Swam rajyam kita vairhritam Ghatayitva sato rajnyaha Kachaparshakshataayushaha.
Achasparshakshataayushah.
The clever Duryodhana and his party cunningly usurped the kingdom of Yudhishthira, who had no enemy. By the grace of the Lord, the recovery was executed, and the unscrupulous kings who joined with Duryodhana were killed by him. Others also died, their duration of life having decreased for their rough handling of the hair of Queen Draupadi. Hare Krishna.
Sadhayitva and Ghatayitva. Sadhayitva, accomplishing. Ghatayitva, getting them killed. So Krishna did two things. Actually, he did three things. Sadhayitva, Ghatayitva, and next sloka, Yajayitva. Three things he got done. One is Duryodhana cunningly usurped the kingdom of Yudhishthira. This usurping was not correct, illegal. And therefore, he brought it back, Sadhayitva. And Ghatayitva. And he got the wicked kings killed who tried to disrobe Draupadi in the assembly of wicked. So, Kachasparsha. One should not even touch the hair of another man's wife. What to talk of dancing in the pub and club. We have to be very careful. These are all very great sins. And what happens to that, if anybody does it, Kshata Ayusha, immediately life duration will come down. That fellow, if he had 8 years of life, he will die at 45, 46. So one should never be very bold enough to commit sins, saying that immediately I am not affected. You see, when somebody commits sins, immediately that person is not affected. So he becomes bolder. But it takes its own time. So Krishna got that also done. And then Prabhupada writes beautiful purport. We will read that here. In the glorious days or before the advent of age of Kali, the Brahmanas, the cows, the women, the children and the old men were properly given protection. These are all persons to be given protection. Protection of Brahmana maintains the institution of Varnashrama system, the most scientific culture for attainment of spiritual life. Therefore, Brahmanas have to be protected. But since they were not protected, the Varnashram system already collapsed. So we are already going down the drain. The protection of cow maintains the most miraculous form of food. Milk for maintaining the finer tissues of the brain and for understanding higher aims of life. Cow's milk. Cow's milk can do this much for you. By opening slaughterhouses, unfortunately, now the higher aims of life is lost. Then the protection of women maintains the chastity of the society, by which we can get good generation for peace, tranquility and progress of life. Now today in Kali Yuga, because there is no chaste woman, now you get only polished dogs and hogs as children. And then the protection of children gives the human form of life its best chance to prepare the way of liberty from material bondage. Such protection of children begins from the very day of begetting a child by the purificatory process of Garbhadhana Sanskara, the beginning of pure life. There are 12 sanskaras. It starts from Garbhadhana, right from that stage. It was all performed properly. So that the man and women, when they cohabit, get a nice child, pure child with pure character, so that the society becomes nice society and everybody advances spiritually. That's called, even while the sowing seed, it's called Garbha Adhana Sanskara. Then child takes birth, Jata Sanskara, Upanayana Sanskara, so many sanskaras. So he says now that is lost. Then the protection of old men gives them a chance to prepare themselves for a better life after death. But now in India also, the same Western style. The young ones, after growing, getting married, simply desert father and mother. So the complete outlook is based on the factors leading to successful humanity as against the civilization of polished cats and dogs. The killing of the above-mentioned innocent creatures is totally forbidden because even by insulting them, one loses one duration of life. Kachasparsha kshatayusha. Yajayitvashvamedhaistam
याजयित्वाश्वमेधैस्तं
Tribhir uttama kalpakai
त्रिभिरुत्तमकल्पकैः
Tadyasha pavanam dikshu
तद्यश पावनं दिक्षु
Shatamanyorivatanot.
तमन्योरिवातनोत्
Lord Shri Krishna caused 3 well-performed Ashwamedha Yagnas, horse sacrifices, to be conducted by Maharaja Yudhishthira, and thus caused his virtuous fame to be glorified in all directions, like that of Indra, who had performed 100 such sacrifices. Hare Krishna.
This is the difference between devotee and karmi. Karmi has to perform 100 sacrifices to occupy a post called Indra. Whereas, as far as Yudhishthira is concerned, Krishna made him perform only 3 yajnas, Ashwamedha yajna. And he gained the opulence equal to Indra and more famous than Indra. Amantrya Pandu Putrascha
आमन्त्र्य पाण्डुपुत्रांश्च
Shaina Yodhava Samyuta
योद्धव संयुतः
Dvaipayanadibhir
द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रैः
Pujitai Pratipujita
पूजितैः प्रतिपूजितः
Lord Shri Krishna then prepared for his departure. He invited the sons of Pandu after having been worshipped by the Brahmanas headed by Shreela Vyasadeva. The Lord also reciprocated greetings. Hare Krishna.
So he is ready to leave now, Krishna. Gantum Kritamatir Brahman.
Gantum Kratamatir Brahman.
Yes. Text 8. Gantum Kritamatir Brahman.
Gantum Kritamatir Brahman.
Dvarakam Rathamastitah.
Varakam Ratam Astitah.
Upalebhe Bhidavantim.
उपलेभे विभावन्ति
Uttaram Bhaya Vihvalam.
उत्तरां भयविह्वलाम्
As soon as he seated himself on the chariot to start for Dwaraka, he saw Uttara hurrying toward him in fear. Hare Krishna.
When you seated with Shaineya means Uddhava and Satyaki. Shaineya means Satyaki and Uddhava. Both are left and right hands of Krishna. All the 3 were seated on the chariot. At the time, from a distance, Uttara, approximately about 16-year-old lady, coming, crying literally, yelling, shouting, Bhaya Vihvala. What does she say? Pahi pahi mahayogin.
पाहि पाहि महायोगिन्
Deva deva jagatpate.
देवदेव जगत्पते
Nanyam tvadabhayam pasye.
नान्यं त्वदभयं पश्ये
Yatra mrityu parasparam.
यत्र मृत्यु परस्परम्
Uttara said, O Lord of Lords, Lord of the universe, you are the greatest of mystics. Please protect me, for there is no one else who can save me from the clutches of death in this world of duality. Hare Krishna.
Crying, coming, saying what? Pahi pahi, please protect me. And she said, Twadanya, other than you, I don't see anybody else. Actually, what? Near that chariot, 5 fathers-in-law standing. You have only one. She had 5. 5 fathers-in-law standing. Mother-in-law is also there. Everybody is there. And she knows Shivji, Ganeshi, Brahmaji, Kartikeya, Durga. But still she called out to Krishna. Why is that? Because Tvad Anyad, other than you, really nobody can give you security. Nobody can give us security other than Krishna. That is why some epithets and adjectives are common to many gods and demigods. But there is one word which belongs to Krishna only. That is Mukunda. Mukunda means Muktim Dadati, who gives liberation. Nobody else can give you liberation. Apparently, somebody thinks, Shivji can give, Ganeshi can give, Durga ji can. No, nobody can give you liberation. Atyantikam Nirvanam, the absolute, ultimate liberation, only Krishna can give. And then she, after all she is a woman, she knows, she keeps her ears open. When what happened to Draupadi, she came to know. The same 5 father-in-laws were standing right by her side when she was disrobed. None of them, for whatever reason, did not come forward to protect her. Now the same 5 are standing here. What is the use of addressing them? Therefore she said, O Krishna, Pahi. Nobody, Tvad Anyam Abhayam. If you want to be fearless, you have to simply chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There is no other go. If you want to become fearless, what do you chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Anytime, anywhere, in any condition, simply chant this. You gradually become fearless. Tad abhayam pashye. I don't see anywhere. Why? Mrityuhu parasparam. Everyone is trying to eat another man in a subtle way. Subtle way, competition is so heavy here. Defeating you in competition means what? Trying to eat you. It is a dog bite dog situation. What is the situation? And you have to strive very hard to have the best bite. And therefore heavy competition. Competition is triggered by envy. We are all envious of each other. So we are all competing with each other. Means trying to eat each other. Therefore she says, Yatra mrityu parasparam. He is trying to kill him and he is trying to kill him. Nobody is trying to save or give fearlessness. You may say, this is my brother, that's my sister. I understand. Brother is just waiting for you to become weaker. The moment you become weaker, he will exploit you. You have to only show outward signs of becoming weaker, he will exploit you. Sister, same. The moment your family life is dull, your income is going down, she will try to dominate on you. Father, mother, also same. We will see which one of the sons is really doing good. That son they will support, even if he is a rascal. This is what he is saying here. I am not saying this here. Mrityu parasparam. So only a Krishna's devotee, very pure devotee of Krishna, is as good as Krishna. But he is not Krishna. He is as good as Krishna. Why? He has all those godly qualities. And he has no envy. Nirmatsaram. Nirmatsaranam saram. So therefore she directly sought Krishna's help. What does she say now? Next sloka. Abhidravati mam isha
Abhidravati Mamisha
Sharastapta yaso vibho
Sarastapta yaso vibho
Khamam dahatu mam natha
Amam dahatu mam nata
Mame garbho nipatyatam
Mame garbo nipatyatam.
O my Lord, you are all powerful. A fiery iron arrow is coming towards me fast. My Lord, let it burn me personally. if you so desire, but please do not let it burn and abort my embryo. Please do me this favor, O my Lord. Hare Krishna.
So this is in Krishna's hands. He can allow her to die and save the child or save both. So she gives him the choice. If out of time factor, if you only have to decide whom to be killed, let me go, but keep the child. Upadharya vachastasya
Upadharya vachastasya
Bhagavan bhakta vatsalaha
Bhagavan bhakta vatsalaha
Apandavam idam kartum
Apandavam idam kartum
Draunirastram abhudhyata
Draunirastram abhudhyata.
Sutta Goswami said, having patiently heard her words, Lord Shri Krishna, who is always very affectionate to his devotees, could at once understand that Ashwathama, the son of Dronacharya, had thrown the brahmastra to finish the last life in the Pandava family. Hare Krishna.
See, Arjuna as a decent man let Ashwathama go as a religious man. But Ashwathama again misbehaved. He was saved actually by Draupadi, Yudhishthira, etc. Again he used that same brahmastra. His aim was very exalted aim. What is that? There should be no Pandava dynasty in this world. Should be wiped out from the history. That was his idea. So it says apandavam. You see? Isn't it? Apandavam idam kartum draunehe astram abudhyata. Krishna understood that this is Drauni astram, that is Ashwathama astram. He wanted to make it Apandavam. Actually, both Pandavas and Kauravas belong to one dynasty only. That is Kuru dynasty. Actually, both of them are called Kauravas. Kauravas also mean Pandavas. But when we want to distinguish amongst them, then we call Duryodhana and company as Kauravas and Pandu's sons as Pandavas. So, in the battlefield, all of them died, most of them, the relatives. So, there is no hair left. Only this was the only person, the child in Uttara's womb, which can carry on both Kauravas Vamsha and Pandavas Vamsha. So, he wanted to finish that. That Krishna understood. So, therefore, what did he do? Because he is a Bhaktavatsala, he is very affectionate to his devotees. Actually, we say Krishna is Gita, Krishna says Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. Name Dveshyo Asti Na Priya. There is nobody very dear to me, nor do I hate anyone. Everybody is equal to me. Now, if he is so impartial, the Gita shloka must have ended in one line only. No, in second line he says, those devotees who are dear to me, I am in them and they are in me. That means he is actually partial towards the devotees. If you become his devotee, or his devotee's devotee, Prabhupada used to say, his devotee's devotee, then what is the business of his devotee? He takes charge of you. In other sampradaya, they give you mantra and leave you in lurch. The Shishya may be in Borivali, Guru will be in Boston. There is no connection. Simply throw you out. Give mantra and go again. But here, no, we take charge of the disciple. We check, we supervise, we monitor, we control whether this person is advancing spiritually or not. That responsibility. Therefore, Krishna, if you become Krishna's devotee, he takes charge of you. When everybody else lets you down, he is the only one you can depend upon. Actually, because of our foolishness, we think here our relatives, friends, relatives, parents, grandparents, actually they will take care of me. So let me work for them, let me earn money, let me send them ticket and bring them to America, show America once. Like this we are doing. None of them will help you. That's what was proved when Draupadi yelled, when helplessly. All of them were present, including Guru. He also let her down. They all confessed their helplessness. Only Krishna came all the way to protect that woman. That's why she's so sure, oh Uttara. And he said, yes, Bhakta Vatsalaha. Very affectionate to the devotees. So immediately, Tarhye Bhata Muni Shrestha
Tarhyevat muni shrestha
Pandava Pancha Sayakan
Pandava pancha sayakan
Atmano Bhimukan Dipta
Atmano bhimukan
Diptan Alakshastranyupadadu
Alakshyastrani padadu.
O foremost among the great thinkers, Munis, Shaunaka, seeing the glaring brahmastra proceeding towards them, the Pandavas took up their 5 respective weapons. Hare Krishna.
What is the use? All the 5 took their weapons immediately, very clever, alert. Oh, it's coming. Oh, come on, you take this. Arjun fixing the vow. And the Bhimsena whirling his club. Krishna's, nothing will be, it all will be useless efforts. Why? It purely depends upon Krishna. How? Kala karma gunadhino
Kala karma gunadino
Dehoyam pancha bhautikaha
Devoyam pancha bhautikaha
Katham anyan gopaye
Katam anyan gopaye
Sarpagrasta yathaparam.
Sarpagrasta yatha param.
Why only Krishna can do that? Because average human beings, living beings of this material world, including these Pandavas, they suffer from 4 disadvantages. Disadvantage number 1 is this body is made of 5 elements. That means any time it can get decomposed. Although we hug and kiss, all useless actually. It can decompose any time. Finished. It has no value. Panchabhotika. Secondly, as long as you are operating here, you are under the control of time factor. So you cannot say, I'll see you in 2013 when I come to India. No. Before 2013, I can conk off or you can conk off. Kala. Then guna. A particular mode of material nature is influencing you at a particular time, then you will behave only according to that. If you are Rajoguni, now you are sitting here because I can see Sattva Guna is influencing you. So you are peacefully sitting and hearing Shastras. If you are to be under the control of Rajoguna, you can't sit even 1 minute like this. You immediately go all round. You see? And if you are Tamoguna, you won't leave home only. You will be on the cot. Saying from tomorrow it's holiday, let me cook also late, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'll start, we eat at 12 o'clock. Let me relax. That is Tamoguni. So, we are monitored, influenced and controlled by Guna. We are controlled by Kala. And we are controlled by Karma. What is that? You may have done good things the whole life, but you will be continuously suffering. That is because you did something wrong in the last life. However much you may try this life, you will be doing only good things to others, but you will continuously suffer. Nobody can explain, no scientific explanation. So, Kala, Karma, Guna, Adhinaha, 3 disadvantage, and Panchabhautikaha, 4 disadvantage. So, every living being of this world is suffering from these 4 disadvantages. That means what is his situation like? He is between the jaws of a serpent. Anytime serpent closes, he will go in. Now standing here, he tells his family members, as long as I am there, don't bother. I'll take care of you. Are how you 1 minute you will go in. Sarpagrasta. Katham anyan gopayet. How can he protect others? Are you secure? Then how are you assuring security to others? What foolishness is this? That is what Panchasaya Khan, 5 Astra, Shastra, they all lifted. Koi fayda nahi hai. Only if Krishna approves. Otherwise, no protection for anybody here. So therefore he says, Atmano abhimukan deeptan alakshya astrani upadadat. Then, what he did was, Krishna, Vyasanam viksha tattesham.
Vyasanam vikshya tattesham.
Ananya vishayatmanam.
Ananya vishayatmanam.
Sudarshanena swastrena.
Darshanena swastrena.
Svanam raksham vyadad vibhu.
Svanam raksham yadad vibhu.
The Almighty Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, having observed that a great danger was befalling his unalloyed devotees who were fully surrendered souls, at once took up his Sudarshana disc to protect them. Hare Krishna.
So if you want Krishna to protect you, there are conditions. Simply going to his temple with a coconut, breaking a coconut, he is not idiot. You can entice him with a coconut breaking business. No. You can only attract his attention. You see, here he says, Vyasanam vikshya, seeing the danger. Tesham, of those persons. Who are those? Ananya vishayatmana. Ananya means totally surrendered devotees. They do not know anything else. Ananya vishaya. They don't know anything else. They are totally depending upon me. Just like 2-year-old child, 3-year-old child, or even 1-year-old child, totally depending upon mother. That child doesn't know anything else. Only hazily remembers the color of the sari. That's why if mother moves even for a couple of minutes, it starts crying. That's why mother also doesn't move. See, both have this understanding. Devotee also has understanding. Other than Krishna, I cannot trust anybody. And Krishna also has this understanding, other than me, they don't know anybody. Only those persons he protects. That doesn't mean he is very hard-hearted. No. He is straight-hearted. He says, Ananya vishayatmana. Alloyed. You know, heard of metal, alloyed metal means mixed metal. Unalloyed without any mixture. Not that occasionally I will say hello to Shivji. Intermittently I will go to Ganeshji temple. Periodically I will visit Kartikeya. Regularly I will go to Durga ji. Not them. Ananya vishayatmana. That he knows. Who is Ananya Vishayatmana? So he knew Pandavas were Ananya Vishayatmana. This was explained by Kapil Deva to Mother Devhuti, who is the fully surrendered soul. He says, Mai Ananya Bhavena Bhakti Kurvanti Ye Dridham. Mai Ananya Bhavena Bhakti Kurvanti. Dridham Bhaktim Kurvanti. So what is the symptom of Ananya Bhavena Dridham Bhaktim Kurvanti? 2 symptoms. What are they? Madarte Tyakta Karmanaha. He has given up all worldly activities. And number 2, Tyakta Swajana Bandhavaha. He has given up all his kith and kins and relatives. These are the 2 symptoms of unalloyed pure devotees. Them Krishna protects. Why? Because Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra, Krishna says in Gita, one who sees me everywhere. And Sarvam cha Mayi Pashyati. Anything happens to a devotee, you may feel bad. See, he is such a nice devotee, why Krishna is punishing him like this? But he doesn't see like that. He says, Krishna wants me to be in this situation. All right, I'll be in this situation. Very gladly, I'll be in this situation. And in everything he sees him, in every object. Therefore, he knows how to deal with every person, every object, every place. He is not disturbed. So this is called Ananya Bhakta. And only a surrendered devotee he calls as Swanam. Swanam means my man. My man. Who is his man? One who is fully surrendered. And what are the 6 items of surrender? 6 items are there. Anukulyasya sankalpaha. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Rakshishyati iti vishwaso. Goptrutve varanam tatha. Atma nikshepaha. Karpanyaha. Shadvidha sharanagati. The 6 types of sharanagati. One is anukulyasya sankalpaha. Means we should only accept which is favorable to advance in Krishna consciousness. Sankalpa, that determination you have to take. We will accept only those material objects which are favorable for us to advance in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise you should reject. When we say those means person, place and objects. Persons also, places also, objects also. So when I was explaining this in Bombay, one boy asked me, Swamiji, today I told my mother a lion came here. Why? Otherwise she would have killed me if I told her I am coming to the temple. So you mean to say now I should give up my mother? I said, yes, if there is no other go, if she is so horrible a villainess, though you should give up. Now others were disturbed. Swamiji, you are so casually saying mother should be given up. Why? There are a lot of examples. No, I don't think one can give up mother. No, you glorify that man who has given up mother. Who is that, my son? Bharat Maharaja. Because she sent Lord Hari to forest. And she said, out of love for you, my dear, darling, so that you can become king, I intelligently, cleverly sent your brother out. He said, don't show your face here anymore. I don't want to see your face. She persisted. He left the palace. He went underground. Nandigram. Swanam. Similarly, Ravana and Vibhishna were best of brothers. Good relationship. There was nothing wrong between them. Only because Ravana was against Hari, Vibhishna left him. Hiranyakashipu was trying to be very affectionate to his son, Prahlada. He got his father killed in front of him by Narasimhadeva. Don't we glorify these characters? Then why that Bombay boy idiotically asked me? Huh? Because nobody is seriously spiritual. Everywhere, when you see somebody religious, going to temple, sitting in pravachanam, hearing Swamiji's, all show off, simply show bottle spiritualism. Nobody is seriously spiritual. Everybody likes to be here only. When there is hell of lot of problem at home, regularly you start going to temple. XYZ goes to temple regularly. Then people may mistake he is a very great devotee. No, once the things cool down at home, he doesn't go to temple, stops. He only wants the local situation to be improved by going to temple. He is not serious in spirituality. Therefore, all this Ramayana, Mahabharata, although it has been there since last 5,000 years, nobody is strictly following or adhering to those principles explained in those scriptures. Therefore, Krishna says, Anukulyasya sankalpa. Person, place or object. Now cycle I have got, but somebody offering car. I should throw the cycle and accept car. Why? That is more conducive because by cycle I can cover only one street. By car I can cover 3 villages for preaching Krishna Katha. Anukulyasya. Then accept. Don't tell people because you are sannyasi, you should not go in car. No, I'll go in car. If Ambani offers me a helicopter, I'll take that also. Somebody gives me a chartered flight, it's very nice. Why? Anukulyasya sankalpa. And pratikulyasya varjanam. Anything that disturbs or becomes an impediment in your devotional service, that should be given up. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Varjanam means reject. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Then, rakshishyati iti vishwaso. Krishna alone will protect me. Full faith in this. And that's a fact. You are supposed to cultivate faith in the factual thing. We are not asking you to cultivate faith in something which is not fact. It is a fact. Repeatedly proven fact. Then Draupadi, now Uttara. She will also be saved. Rakshishyati shi vishwaso. Goptritve varanam thata. Therefore I take shelter of Krishna. Goptritva, protection, shelter. I take shelter of Krishna. Atmanikshepaka. Present yourself, make yourself available at his disposal for doing his bidding. That's what Arjuna finally did. After hearing 699 verses, he finally said, Karishe vachanam tava. I'll exactly do what you instruct. Nothing less, nothing more. That's called Atmanikshepah. Then Karpanya. Karpanya means Kripana. Kripana means confuse nahi. Kripana means humble, humility. Unless you are humble, you cannot advance spiritually. Arrogant man never advanced. It is not possible. You have to be humble. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Trinadapi sunichena. What did he say? That means you have to be humbler than a blade of grass. Why grass is considered humble? When we step on it, it bows down. Right? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should have said, Trina eva, like grass you have to be humble. But he said, no, Trinad api. What does it mean? Because when you lift your foot, the grass again lifts its head. You should not. Therefore, humbler than the blade of grass. Trinadapi sunichena. Then taror eva sahishnuna. Just like a tree, you have to be tolerant. Why tree is considered tolerant? No, it doesn't complain. It stands out, exposed to winter, summer, do the many things. It doesn't complain. Rather, it gives you shade, it gives you fruits, it gives you flowers, it gives you leaves. Like banana tree, the whole tree you can use for all purposes. Therefore, it's very tolerant. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva savishna. Then amanina. Amani means you should not expect respect from others. Actually, we expect respect from everyone. That is why problem everywhere comes up. All problems are because we expect respect from everyone. Mahaprabhu says no. At the same time, manadaha. You have to respect everyone. If you develop these 4 qualities, then you are qualified to chant the name of Lord Hari. Otherwise, your chanting will not give you effect. One has to acquire. Therefore, in a humble state of mind, you can acquire knowledge, even material knowledge. In school and college, when we go, teacher questions us. We don't question teacher. He may call, sometimes he talks nonsense also, but you don't question him. If you question, you are thrown out. So, a humble state of mind has to be maintained. Therefore, here it says, Anukulyasya sankalpaha pratikulyasya varjanam rakshishyati iti vishwaso goptatve varanam tatha atmanikshepaha karpanya. Karpanya means very humble state of mind. That's why Kulasekar Alvar said, Na astha dharme na vasunichaye naiva kamopabhoge. I don't have faith in any of this. But what about your personal problem? No, let it happen. Yadyad bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanu rupam. Whatever mischief I made in last life, Let it come, the reaction. Let me go through. I don't mind, no complaints. Anybody complaining means he cannot be a devotee. If you come out with complaint, as long as you complain, that means this person is not devotee still. The moment you become devotee, there is no complaint. This is the maxim. So, such person, what does he do? Sudarshanena, swa astrena. He doesn't borrow astra from somewhere else or somebody else. Swa astra, his own weapon. For very pure devotees, it always stays near that person, invisibly. And where was the example where we saw it? In Durvasa Rishi's case. It was invisible, protecting Ambarisha Maharaja. When Durvasa cursed him, it came out. Swa astrena sudarshanena, svanam raksham vyadad vibhu. Antastas sarva bhutanam,
Antasta sarva bhutanam,
Atma yogeshwaro hari,
Atma yogeshwaro hari,
Swamayaya vrunod garbham,
Swamayaya vrunod garbham,
Vairatya kurutantave.
Vairatya kurutantave.
The Lord of the Supreme Mysticism, Sri Krishna, resides within everyone's heart as the Paramatma. As such, just to protect the progeny of the Kuru dynasty, he covered the embryo of Uttara by his personal energy. Hare Krishna.
You see, Krishna is now sitting on the chariot, but his expansion, Vishnu, with 4 hands, is in the heart of everyone, situated. So, like Pandavas lifted the weapon, Krishna don't have to lift his weapon. He has to only think, yes, this person should be protected. Immediately, that thought which came in Krishna comes in Vishnu, who is situated in the heart. Immediately, Lord Vishnu went down from heart into the embryo in the womb and immediately covered it with his Sudarshana disc. That's what he's saying here. Clear? Sarva bhutanam atma means in all living entities, atma, paramatma, yogeshwaro hari, swamayaya, by his spiritual potency, avrinot, covered, garbham. Whose garbham? Vairatyaha, Virata Putri, that is Uttara. Kuru Tantave, to save the Kuru clan. Yadyapyastram brahmashiraha,
Yadyapastram brahmashiraha,
tamogam chati prikriyam,
Tamogam cha pratikriyam,
Vaishnavam teja asadya,
Vaishnavam teja asadya,
samashamyad brihudva.
Samasamyat brihudvaha.
O Shaunaka, although the supreme brahmastra weapon released by Ashwatthama was irresistible and without check or counter reaction, it was neutralized and foiled when confronted by the strength of Vishnu, Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
See, Brahmana are still in a lower position. Vishnu and Vaishnava, higher position. So Vishnu's Sudarshana disc is the place from which all the effulgences emanate, including brahmastra. So naturally, it is only emanation, brahmastra only emanation, but what is the source? Sudarshana. So when source itself counteracts, then that emanation cannot work. Just like a spark cannot burn the fire. It's like that. Mamansthahetadaschariyam,
Mamam stahyetasharyam,
sarvascharyamayechute,
Sarvasharyamaye
yaidham mayaya devya,
Yadamaya devya,
srijatyavati hantyajaha.
Yatyavati hantyajah.
O Brahmanas, do not think this to be especially wonderful in the activities of the mysterious and infallible personality of Godhead, By his own transcendental energy, he maintains and annihilates all material things, although he himself is unborn. Hare Krishna.
Don't consider this to be very amazing. Everything they say amazing, amazing, how he went down and protected her. No, nothing amazing. In Krishna's case, nothing amazing. Why? When he was only 7 days old, he killed Putana. Is that not amazing? When he was only 1 month old, he killed Shakatasura. Only when he was 3 months old, he killed Trinavarta. Only 3 years old, he felled the 2 trees, Arjuna trees. So, what is big thing for him? There is nothing big. He keeps the whole universe in his stomach. Kararavindena padaravindam mukharavinde viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam balam mukundam manasasmara. He exhibits himself like an ordinary child putting the toe into the mouth. But actually he has put many millions of universes into the stomach. So what is Acharya for him? So he does everything nicely, he says. Brahma tejo vinirmuktaye
Brahma tejo vinirmuktaye
Atmajai saha Krishnaya
Atmajai saha Krishnaya
Prayanabhimukam Krishnam
Prayanabhimukam Krishnam
Idamaha prithasati
Yamaha pratasati.
Thus, saved from the radiation of the brahmastra, Kunti, the chaste devotee of the Lord, and her 5 sons, and Draupadi addressed Lord Krishna as he started for home. Hare Krishna.
So from this, what we call is Kunti Stava. It starts from here. So one has to memorize all these coming shlokas, about 34 shlokas. Or at least chant, narrate them to the Lord whenever possible. So Kunti now, he was ready to leave, but she's addressing him. What she says now, Namasye Purusham Tvadyam
Namasye Purusham Tvadyam
Ishwaram Prakrite Param
Ishwaram Prakrite Param
Alakshyam Sarva Bhutana
Alashyam Sarva Bhutana
Antarbahidavasthitam
Antarbahiravastitam.
Shrimati Kunti said, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So, first she says, you are Adyam. First she bows down. See, surprising. No auntie bows down to nephew. It's the other way around. Isn't it? She says, Namasye, I bow down. And then her realization is coming now. Why I am bowing down to you, Adyam Purusham? You are the original personality of Godhead. Up to now I thought you are my brother's son. Vasudeva's son, my brother's son. But the whole battlefield and the incidents that took place revealed you must be the ultimate person. That realization came. Adyam Purusham, not Chota Mota. Original personality of Godhead. Because every time she got the news, battlefield news, Dhritarashtra got the TV commentary from Sanjay. But she also got the commentary through press reports. What happened every day on the battlefield. So it was shocking, unbelievable. Even to give you some idea, before the battle began, she thought she was hearing, rumor that Karna will positively kill Arjuna. And nobody can stop that. That's what's told. But she thought foolishly, I can stop. How? if I reveal to him the secret that he is Arjuna's elder brother. So one day, nicely she goes. She thought nobody is noticing. She was about to leave. Somebody did like this. Saw Krishna was standing. Oh, Krishna, you? Yes, Auntie Ji. You thought nobody is noticing. I noticed your plan from within you. So now I come outside you. And you have understood where I am going? Yes, I know very well. Your plan too. The blueprint was presented to me. I have not initialed. So that will not happen. She got a shock. You are going to reveal the secret, isn't it? Oh, you know that also. Yes, I know. And that will not happen. If you want to succeed in this mission, if you are going to meet Karna, I have a suggestion. She said, hell with you. She left. And then after a few yards came back. Tell me what's your suggestion. I know what I'm going to do will never happen. Tell me your suggestion. Now you only ask him two things on my behalf. If we can ensure that, we can see some success for Pandavas. She said, yes, I want success for Pandavas. Tell him that he should not touch any of the brothers except Arjuna. And number two, ask him not to use any of his dangerous weapons second time towards Arjuna. If you can procure these two, you have done your duty as a mother to 5 Pandavas. She went. And she met him, Karna. Karna was surprised. A lady who has been worshipped by the entire world, the mother of my enemy number 1, she is coming to me. For what? He was surprised. And she said, Beta, I am your mother. He gives guffaws of laughter. He said, why are you doing this? I never expected from you. Every day, literally, every woman comes and tells me this. Why you have to resort to this? Mother of Arjuna and Bhima. What do you want from me? Be open. She said, no, I am really your mother. Then he says, then I have to put you to that humiliation, to which I put all the other women who claim to be my mother. She said, you can. I'll go through any methods you suggest. Then he said, I have a box in which my mother put me when she illegitimately conceived. And there is a sari there. I ask every woman claiming to be my mother where to wear that. And because they are not mother, snakes and scorpion come and eat them. So you also have to go through this. She said, I will gladly. She went in a seclusive place and opened the box. She could recognize a sari and lovely wore that and stood in front of him. And he was shocked and he was shaken. Is that you, Mom? I said, yes. Then he started crying. He was crying like hell. Then she said, I just came to tell you, you are Kaunteya, not Radheya. So please change your mind. Come and be with your brothers. Kill the evil company of Duryodhana. And you will be the king. Yudhishthira will obey you. See how nice an offer. Anybody will jump at it. But Karna was not made of that stuff. He was a straightforward guy. He says, I can't accept that. Can't. 3 times he said. We also, when suggest people, Hare Krishna, please chant. He says, can't. He might as well have said Hare Krishna. She said, why? He said, Duryodhana gave me prestige, pelf, prosperity, power. I can't ditch him at the last moment. Not for my sake. He got annoyed. Karna immediately got annoyed. He said, why for your sake? What have you done for me? You threw me in the lurch. What kind of mother are you? When all the Pandavas, Kaurava heroes tried to show off their skills in front of the teachers and the elders seated on the platform, you were also there. When I wanted to show my skills, the oldies told me, you are not qualified because you are son of a charioteer. At that time I cried, Mother, where are you? And you were sitting right there. Did you not hear that? At that time, why did you not come out and say, no, he is my son? You never did that. But Duryodhana stood up. He said, I'll immediately make him a king. And you want me to be ungrateful? Is what the mother teaches the son? She was silent. Then he says, why you have come? Because as long as we have attraction for this leather bag, we will be selfish. Nobody can be selfless. Mother, father, whoever, whatever there it is. As long as it's bodily, leather bag consciousness. Krishna consciousness, yes, there won't be selfishness. Leather bag consciousness, there will be selfishness. Nobody can escape that. And nobody to be blamed. That's why we want people to come to the platform of Krishna consciousness. Even if you want to lead a decent material life. She said, I came to ask you of two boons. Speak up. Number one, you should not touch any of the brothers other than Arjuna. He laughed. He said, why are you laughing? You don't want to give me this boon? No, even otherwise I won't do that because they are not qualified to deal with me except Arjuna. He has some qualifications. So this is nothing to be sought. This I would have done even otherwise. And what's your next? Never use second time any of the dangerous weapon you have. Oh! He said like that. He said, why do you do that? You don't want to give this? No. ये कहकर तुमने मेरी मौत मांगी है माँ. By asking this boon, you have demanded my death. I was just waiting for the day to kill Arjuna with all my skill, ability and the weapons I had collected. And you are just taking that out of me. He said, given, I have given you. I assure you, you will always have 5 Pandavas. Minus me or minus Arjuna. One of us will remain. 5 you will have. And says she turned, thanked him and turns. At that time, he addresses her, Ma. She turns back. I got you after such a long time. And I did whatever you want just now. But how is that you never felt like asking me if I ever want something from you? Very difficult. Leather bag is so nice. Samsonite or Delcy. You see, she should have asked, no, custom demands. You never asked what I want from you. I must also have some desire. She said, I can give my life. No, life you keep with you. Only one thing I request. Because all along my life, I have been humiliated heavily. Everyone who looked at me with an insulting glance. I tolerated somehow. I cried within me. The only thing I want you to do is, when I die in the battle, she does like, no, don't do it. Otherwise you will lose Arjun. Whom do you want? When I die, you take my body and put on your lap and cry loudly, oh my son, oh my son. That is sufficient. I may not be alive to be happy on that scene. But if you say yes, I will be happy in advance before death. She agreed. And she went and conveyed this to Krishna. Krishna said, "Thank you, auntie." Although he knew he has arranged everything as a super soul from within Karna, as a super soul from within Kunti. All drama he has performed. And outwardly he is thanking her. Yes, yes, thank you, auntie. Very nice of you, thank you. That is why now you say, Namasye Purusham Madhyam. See? Ishwaram Prakrite Param. Ishwaram. Ishwaram means Lord or controller. But Prakrite He Param. That is the qualification. We call many people as Ishwaras. We have many Ishwaras. Chota Mota controller, all controllers called Ishwaras. But they are not really Ishwaras. Krishna clearly says in Gita, Aham adirhihi devanam rishinam cha sarvashaha. I have been existing prior to all demigods and rishis. That means who is the Adyam Purusham? And then when here it says, Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahihi Avasthitam. He is situated Antar inside everybody, Bahihi outside. Therefore Adyam Purusham. She is explaining, she defines very nicely. First she said, beyond material nature. Real Ishvara means Maya must be under his control. That is the difference between Jiva and Bhagavan. That is Sphullingaha Riddhagnehe Chid Anavaho Jiva Nichayaha Harehe Suryasyaiva Aprithagapi Tadbheda Vishayaha Vashe Maya Yasya Prakriti Pati Ishvaraha Sa Jivaha Mukto Api Prakriti Vashayogyaha. This is the difference. Riddhagnehe means blazing fire. Sphullinga. We are all like sparks. Krishna is the blazing fire. We are all like sparks. Riddhagnehe Sphullingaha Riddhagnehe. Chid Anavaha means spiritual atoms. Material sparks, material fire. What we are? Spiritual atoms. Small atoms from Krishna fire. Harehe Suryasya Iva. The Hari Surya and we are the molecular particles in the sun ray. We are not the rays. Many people mistake, no, we are the rays. No, we are not the rays. We are what? Molecular particles in the sun ray. Each ray, pencil ray, comes from the sun, will have millions of particles, molecular particles. So we are jivas like that. Jivas are two comparisons given. One, fire and the sparks, and the molecular particles of ray and the sun. Aprithagapi, although we are non-different. You see, prithak means separate. When the ray comes here, sun ray comes here, you think it is separated from sun. Because sun is at quite a long distance. That's what it means, isn't it? But if it is really separated, that sun ray cannot produce heat in your body. If it is cut from the sun, it will become cold. It is able to burn in the lens when you show even a paper because it is aprithagapi, not separated from the sun. Clear point? Therefore, at the same time, what is the difference between Jiva and Krishna? Ishvaraha Prakriti Patihi. He is the controller of Prakriti, Maya. Whereas Jiva, Mukto Api, although he is transcendental like Krishna, Prakriti Vashayogyaha. He can be captured by Maya. Therefore, Jiva cannot become God. Clear the point? So therefore she says, Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahihi Avasthitam. Alakshyam. Although he is inside everyone, he is outside everywhere, still you cannot see. Still you cannot see the beauty. He is everywhere outside and he is inside you also. You try to look inside. No, you cannot. And look everywhere. No. That's why Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaja, Yat tvaya manda bhagyo yuktaha harihi jagadishwaraha yadi sa sarvatra kasmat stambhena drishyate. Why I am not able to see him in this pillar? Because he thought it is concrete, cement and brick. Immediately Narasimhadev came out. Just to show what? Antar Bahi Avasthitam. I am everywhere. So when Kunti Devi says this, we cannot underestimate her statement. That's why Krishna advance told Arjuna, Matta parataram na anyad kinchidasti dhananjaya in Gita. There is nothing superior to me. So that realization we can see in Kunti Devi. Namasye Purusham Tvadyam. Purusham means enjoyer. Puri Shete iti Purushaha. Puri means this town, body. Inside he is reclining, Vishnu. He is the actual enjoyer. We foolishly think we are enjoyers. No, he is enjoying through your senses. That's why it is Purusham, Adyam Purusham. Prakritehe Param, Alakshyam, cannot be seen. Sarva Bhutanam, nobody can see you. Antar Bahihi Avasthitam. Maya Javanika Channam.
Maya Javanika Channam.
Agyadhokshajam Avyayam.
Ajnadokshajam Avyayam.
Nalakshase Mudhadrisha.
Rakshase Mudadrisha.
Nato Natyadharo Yatha.
Nato Natyadaro Yata.
Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. In a drama, one can put on makeup so much that one's own brother or sister cannot recognize that actor. It is that Krishna says, Naham Prakashaha Sarvasya in Gita. I reserve the prerogative to expose myself. Yoga Maya Samavritaha. I cover myself with Yoga Maya. That's what she says. Maya Javanika. Javanika means curtain. Achannam, you are covered. Na Lakshese Mudhadrisha. Fools cannot understand. That is why there are two types of fools. But Krishna gives different nomenclature to that. One, the demons, he calls them fools. Why he calls them fools? For example, he says, Avajananti ma mudhaha manushim tanumashicham. When I come as Krishna or Rama, Kansa and Ravana cannot understand me. Fools. Why? Because Manushim Tanu, I got human form. I appear in human form. Human-like form. Not human form. Human-like form. Manushim Tanu Mashitam. And Param Bhavam Ajananto. They do not know my superior nature. Mama Bhutam Avyayam. My body is imperishable. I am the in charge. That they do not know. So they are fools. Fools means what? Even sometimes we say, oh, I really acted foolishly. That means what? You have intelligence, you have brain. Sometimes you act foolishly. So Krishna considers these demons as foolish. But those people who think God has no form, God is formless, that person Krishna calls them as brainless. Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Mansyante Mam Abuddhayaha. See? Avyaktam, originally I have no form. Vyaktimapannam, suddenly I have acquired form. Iti manyante, like this they think, oh, Abuddhayaha, brainless chaps. Brainless chaps think, I have no form, but suddenly I have acquired form. So the impersonalists, for Krishna is concerned, worse than even the demons. Demons can be rectified. That's why Shivji has taken care of them. All demons go to Shivji. Because Shivji, by his association, he feels that he can rectify them, their attitude. But impersonalists, nobody can. Why? Because although they are brainless, they call themselves as Brahma Jnani. You see, when you are brainless, when you are not beautiful, you will call yourself beautiful. I look good, no? I look nice, no? You look nice. If you are really beautiful, you don't have to clarify from somebody, I look good. So these brainless chaps, he says, avyaktam yaktimapannam. So maya javanika achannam mudhadrisha nato natyadharo yata. Next we'll continue tomorrow.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare